To understand California's budget drama, you have to understand where the money comes from, because the revenue system is built for spectacular booms and brutal busts. The general fund relies on three taxes, but they are not created equal. The personal income tax is by far the largest, bringing in about two-thirds of general fund revenue, and it's extraordinarily progressive. The top rate of 13.3% applies to income over $1 million. Here's the defining fact about California's finances. The top 1% of earners typically pay more than 45% of all income tax, and their income is heavily weighted toward capital gains and stock options, tied to financial markets. So when markets soar, as in the dot-com years or the early 2020s, revenues surge far above projections. When markets fall, revenues collapse with almost no warning. The sales tax brings in about another fifth, and the corporation tax around a tenth, both less volatile, but still cyclical. Why is California so much more volatile than other big states? The answer is Proposition 13. Before 1978, the property tax was the largest, most stable local revenue source, a fiscal floor that smoothed out the cycles. Proposition 13 capped property taxes and froze assessments until a property sells, transforming a dynamic revenue source into a slow-growing, largely fixed one. That stability wasn't replaced. Instead, California leaned harder on the volatile income and sales taxes. The result is a tax system designed around the incomes of the top 1% in an economy driven by tech sector equity. It produces wild swings, like a projected $75 billion surplus in 2021 that became a $31 billion deficit within about 18 months. So how do you manage a revenue system this unpredictable? The main tool is the Budget Stabilization Account, the rainy day fund given real teeth by Proposition 2 in 2014. It mandates annual deposits, including a clever capital gains trigger. In years when capital gains revenues run unusually high, half the excess must be saved rather than spent. That captures exactly the windfall money most likely to create unsustainable spending commitments and sequesters it. By 2022, California's reserves topped $37 billion, the largest cushion in state history, and it proved essential when revenues collapsed the next year. The rainy day fund is the most significant fiscal reform of the post-Proposition 13 era, a deliberate counter-cyclical mechanism to smooth out California's inherent boom-bust cycle.